All right, mates. Welcome back to the Social Protein Hub. I'm Pa, your friendly social worker from Batman City. Another exciting episode of Start to Social Like a Pro. Let's explore two more captivating ideas from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, as elaborated on this podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking at a couple tips from Pap over at Social Protein Hub.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's a social worker, and he's got this really cool approach to breaking down social skills and stuff, and he shared these two tips that come straight from Dale Carnegie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, how to win friends and influence people.
Oh.
So, are you ready to boost your friend game?
I'm always ready for that.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, so first up.
Yeah.
Encouraging others to talk about themselves. Now, past point is that people just love to talk about themselves, but why?
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to ego.
Yeah.
People love to feel validated and important.
Yeah.
And when you encourage them to talk about themselves, it kind of gives them a platform
Right.
to be the star of their own personal TED Talk.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you're giving them the stage to share their experiences and their thoughts.
Right.
And it makes them feel valued and heard. And that, in turn, builds a stronger connection between you.
Okay, so Pei suggests asking these open-ended questions.
Yeah.
Like, what's your story, mate?
Yeah.
Or what's been your biggest win lately?
Those are great.
Yeah, but, are there good or bad ways to ask these?
Yeah.
How do we do it right?
You don't want to just rattle off a list of questions.
Right.
It's more about active listening.
Okay.
So really paying attention to what the other person is saying and then responding in a way that shows you're engaged.
Okay.
Like nodding your head, smiling, making eye contact.
Yeah.
Using little affirmations like, oh, wow, or that's interesting.
Yeah.
All those things signal to the other person that you're genuinely interested
Yeah.
in what they have to say.
Right. And Pal also says to really acknowledge what they share.
Yeah.
With a, that's awesome, or a, wow, tell me more about it. But I got to admit, sometimes I struggle with sounding genuine
Yeah, I know what you mean.
when I do that.
Is there a trick?
I think the key is to actually be present in the moment.
Instead of thinking about what you're going to say next, just really focus on understanding their perspective.
Okay.
And when you do that, when you're genuinely impressed or excited for them, those affirmations, they just come out naturally.
I actually tried the tell me more thing the other day,
Oh, yeah.
and the person I was talking to just lit up.
That's great.
Yeah. It totally changed the whole vibe of the conversation.
I love it when that happens.
All right, so let's move on to Pod's second point.
Okay.
Avoiding negativity.
Ugh.
We all know that person who's just a total downer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's their bad mood just rubs off on everyone.
It's like a contagious disease. It
Yeah.
can bring down the whole room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Paz advice is all about staying positive and, looking for solutions instead of problems. He even gives examples for how to handle those, tricky situations.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
So instead of panicking when something goes wrong, he suggests trying a let's figure this out kind of a approach.
I love that.
Yeah, it's so much better than just freaking out.
Right. It shifts the focus from blame to collaboration.
Exactly.
Like you're saying, hey, we're in this together.
Yeah.
Let's find a solution.
He also suggests a we all make mistakes kind of response when someone messes up.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right.
It's so much more constructive than getting all judgmental.
Yeah. Because that just makes things worse.
Totally. Nobody's perfect.
Getting people talking about themselves
Right.
and steering clear of negativity. Which one resonated most with you?
I think for me, it's the negativity thing. It's definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
But I've found that even small shifts in my language and perspective can make a big difference in how people respond to me.
Yeah, I feel that. So now it's your turn, listeners.
Yeah.
Which of these principles feels most important to you?
Yeah.
And why?
I encourage you to try incorporating these tips into your own interactions and see what happens.
Yeah. Pay attention to how people respond.
You might be surprised.
And don't forget to check out Pow over at Social Protein Hub
Yeah, he's got tons of great stuff.
for more awesome social skills. Okay, parting thought. Think about how these principles could work beyond just your social life.
Ooh.
Could they make your work,
Yeah,
your school, or even your family relationship stronger? Something to think about.
food for thought.
All right, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Peace out, mate. Don't forget to hit that bell, and subscribe to Social Protein Hub for more tips on crushing it socially.